This is Shelley Craft coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at the second annual Growth Capital Expo in Las Vegas 2015. I have Dan Allen of Sibannac Inc. It's a publicly traded company. The symbol is SNNC. Welcome to SNNLive.
Thank you for having me on. Appreciate it.
It's good to have you. So let's get to the overview on Sibannac.
Sibannac is a marketing and sales company. It has several companies that work beneath it and report up. We have a professional PEO, which is a payroll organization, does HR services. We have a digital media company that actually has B2B. It has informational services with respect to the cannabis industry on it. So it's a very informative site.
So who came up with the name?
The name Sibannac is cannabis spelled backwards, and there was a group of us that came up with it as a joint decision.
So, I don't want to put any more further clarity into that, but what I do want to ask is, who's your typical client?
Our typical client is males from 25 to 40 is a typical purchaser of our services and purchaser of dispensary services. So it's pretty synergistic. The PEO actually provides HR services at the dispensaries and at the grows, and the majority of the use is with males from 25 to 40.
So you're really a service provider in general.
We're a service provider in general. We're a third-party service provider. We felt like we are ahead of the curve with respect to providing these services to the cannabis industry. It's highly regulated, and the services we provide help them perform, help the dispensaries perform, and the banks perform within that regulatory environment.
What's your background?
My background is banking, commercial banking for 30 years, so I'm pretty much fluent with what bankers need and what they think they need with respect to the cannabis industry and how to get into it and how to get into it safely.
So let me ask you a question. When you hear about the industry still taking cash and still running into dilemmas as far as the legality over that cash, it may be that marijuana may be legal, but taking the cash isn't, and they can't report it. You're probably the perfect person that I should ask that question to.
Absolutely. Yeah, there are third-party providers that enable banks to bank the cannabis, teach them how to handle the cash, teach them how to pay their taxes, teach them how to pay their employees, and we're going to be all part of that service level.
So when do you think that will become an integral part of the entire industry out there, at least in the United States? I'm asking that for a reason, because I know as the obvious legality spread throughout the U.S., you have a jump start on getting that business for your company.
Right. Yeah, we have a jump start on it, and we've looked forward to serving that industry and that business. We've been able to form alliances with other third-party vendors, and we really want to be the main conduit which to provide those services to the dispensary business.
So where do you see the business in 2016, if you would?
Well, obviously we're looking for national approval of recreational and medical marijuana, and I think it'll spread. I think there's 24 states right now that have approved recreational and or medical marijuana. And as that moves up to 27, 28, 29 states, you'll have a majority. And I think you'll look at some federal legislation which will approve the use of recreational cannabis.
Now, where's the company located?
It's located in Phoenix.
Okay. So for more information, what website would you like to give out to our viewer audience?
You go to Sibannac.com.
Probably should spell that.
Sibannac.
Or cannabis backwards, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel Allen, Sibannac Inc., symbol SNNC. It's a publicly traded company. I'm Shelley Craft. This is SNNLive, and we're coming to you from the second annual Growth Capital Expo in Las Vegas 2015. Dan, thanks for coming on.
Thank you very much.